Salvage completed tanker at center of oil spill scare after being hit by Houthi rebels in Red Sea. Dubai, United Arab Emirates, AP. An oil tanker that burned for weeks in the Red Sea after being attacked by Yemen's Houthi rebels and threatening a massive oil spill has been salvaged, a security firm said Friday. The MV Salvage tanker had been a disaster in waiting in the waterway with 1 million barrels of crude oil aboard that had been struck and later sabotaged with explosives by the Houthis as part of their campaign over the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip. Separately on Friday, Israel's military said it again struck what it called Houthi military infrastructure in Yemen, including the Hizaz power station and the Hodeidah and Ras Isa ports on the west coast. Houthi-controlled media reported 1 worker dead and 6 other people injured at the Ras Isa port a day after the Iranian-backed Houthis fired drones at Israel in the latest of escalating attacks. There was no immediate comment on the Salvage tanker from the Houthis, who have held Yemen's capital Sana'a for over a decade and have been battling a Saudi-led coalition backing the country's exiled government for nearly as long. It took months for salvagers to tow the Salvage away, extinguish the fires, and offload the remaining crude oil. Over 3 challenging weeks, the fires were extinguished, cargo tanks patched and pressurized with inert gas, and the vessel declared safe, said private security firm Ambre, which helped lead the response alongside a European naval force and salvagers. In early October, she was towed north to Suez for removal of her cargo, which has now been successfully completed. The U.S. State Department had warned that a spill from the Salvage would have been 4 times the size of the Exxon Valdez disaster in 1989 off Alaska. The Houthis initially attacked the Greek-flagged Salvage tanker on August 21 with small arms fire, projectiles, and a drone boat. A French destroyer operating as part of the European Union's Operation Salvage rescued its crew of 25 Filipinos and Russians, as well as 4 private security personnel after they abandoned the vessel and took them to nearby Djibouti. The Houthis later released footage showing they planted explosives on board the Salvage and ignited them in a propaganda video, something the rebels have done before in their campaign. The rebels have targeted some 100 merchant vessels with missiles and drones since the war in Gaza started in October 2023. They seized 1 vessel and sank 2 in the campaign that has also killed 4 sailors. Other missiles and drones have either been intercepted by a U.S.-led coalition in the Red Sea or failed to reach their targets, which have included Western military vessels as well. The rebels maintain that they target ships linked to Israel, the U.S., or the U.K. to force an end to Israel's campaign against Hamas in Gaza. However, many of the ships attacked have little or no connection to the conflict, including some bound for Iran. The tempo of Houthi attacks has slowed in recent weeks, particularly involving ships at sea. However, they have continued to launch drones and missiles targeting Israel.